Hey Dream Home Builders, welcome back to Dream Homes.
Oh,
We love diving deep into all things design. And today we're going to be checking out some of the hottest trends in interior and exterior design. But it's not just about, making things look pretty. We're talking about building spaces that really reflect, you.
Yeah.
Like who you are and how you live.
it is amazing how much design can actually say about us. Like our values and our lifestyles and even our connection to the world around us.
And one of the trends that really jumped out at me was this whole focus on sustainable living. The latest in interior and exterior trends talks about how materials like bamboo and reclaimed wood are becoming way more popular.
Yeah,
And it's not just about the way it looks anymore. It's like making choices that are good for the planet.
right. And I think it's really interesting because it's not just a fad unveiling the latest trends. Actually suggests that this commitment to sustainability is going to be a big deal in design for years to come.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it. Using reclaimed wood isn't just good for the environment. It brings this unique character and history to your home.
Oh, for sure. I've always loved reclaimed wood, but I never thought about it like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like each piece has its own story.
Yeah.
Speaking of stories, I'm also fascinated by the rise of smart homes.
Yeah.
Imagine controlling your lighting and temperature just with your voice or a tap on your phone.
Oh, yeah.
Both articles talk about this technology. It's like straight out of sci-fi movie.
Well, it's definitely futuristic, but the really cool part is how smoothly it fits into our lives. The latest in interior and exterior trends points out that smart thermostats can learn your schedule and adjust the temperature to match. It's convenient, but it's also super energy efficient.
It's like having a house that thinks ahead.
Yeah.
But even with all this technology, the articles also talked about how important it is to bring the outdoors inside. We all need that connection with nature, even when we're at home.
Totally. Unveiling the latest trends calls it biophilic design. It's all about using natural elements like living walls and indoor plants and even natural light.
Okay, so it's more than just like having a few plants around.
Yeah. It's been shown to reduce stress and boost our mood. It's like creating a little sanctuary for yourself right in your own home.
That's incredible. And the latest in interior and exterior trends talked about using natural materials like stone and wood to bring that same feeling of peace.
Exactly. It can be so creative. You can have a stone fireplace or a wall with wood paneling.
I'm already getting ideas.
Yeah.
But before I get too carried away, let's talk about another trend that caught my eye. Bold colors. The latest in interior and exterior trends suggests that we're ditching the safe neutral colors and embracing bolder hues like deep blues and rich greens and even bright pops of orange or yellow.
Oh, I love that unveiling the latest trends talks about how color is such a powerful way to express yourself in design. You can totally transform a room by painting an accent wall a deep green, or imagine pops of sunny yellow in your kitchen to make it feel brighter.
It's like using color to tell your story.
Mm.
But speaking of personalizing, both articles really emphasize that as the main theme. It's all about moving away from those cookie-cutter designs and creating spaces that really show off your unique style.
That's what makes design so interesting, right? It's not just about following rules, it's about understanding how to use those ideas to make a space that's totally yours.
Right. The latest in interior and exterior trends mention how people are using custom-made pieces and artwork and unique color palettes to make their spaces truly one of a kind.
Yeah, it's all about letting your home tell your story.
I love that idea. But I think we need to take a little break and come back to this whole idea of personalization in part 2 of our deep dive.
I agree. There's so much more to uncover, and I can't wait to see some real-world examples.
Stay tuned, Dream Home enthusiasts. We'll be right back after a short break.
Awesome!
Welcome back to Dream Homes. Before the break, we were talking about personalization, like how it's at the heart of so many design trends. I'm really excited to dig into that. Anyone can just buy the same couch or paint their walls the same color, but it's those little personal things that really make a house feel like home.
It's so true. Unveiling the latest trends in interior and exterior design talks about how our homes are becoming extensions of ourselves.
Yeah.
They're spaces where we show off our passions and, our collections, all those things that make us happy.
I love that. Your home telling your story. Well, where do you even start?
Yeah.
There are so many possibilities. Both articles talked about custom-made pieces, artwork, travel souvenirs. But how do you put it all together without it feeling cluttered or overwhelming?
Well, that's where the art of curation comes in. You have to be intentional about what you display and how you arrange it. The latest in interior and exterior trends suggest that you should think of your home kind of like a gallery. You wouldn't just like randomly hang paintings in a museum. You'd carefully choose things that tell a story or like evoke a certain mood.
Okay, I like that analogy. So instead of like filling every shelf and every surface, you're choosing pieces that have meaning to you. And you arrange them in a way that creates a story.
Exactly. It's like telling your story through design.
Oh, that's cool.
And it doesn't have to be complicated at all. Unveiling the latest trends gives some really good examples. Like imagine you have a bunch of vintage cameras, group them together on a shelf, or create a gallery wall with all your travel photos. It's a simple way to add your personality and make the space feel more like you.
I love that. Like a cozy reading nook with a gallery wall of your adventures, or a dining room with all these antique teacups from your travels, like bringing those memories to life.
Yeah, and both articles also highlight functional outdoor spaces.
Okay.
It's like an extension of your home's personality, with fresh air and sunshine.
Oh, for sure. Our homes aren't just about what's inside anymore. Patios, decks, outdoor kitchens, they're becoming just as important as any other room.
Yeah.
And the latest in interior and exterior trends mention that we're even seeing outdoor living rooms,
Wow.
complete with comfy seating fire pits and even outdoor movie screens.
It's like merging indoor and outdoor living.
Yeah.
And unveiling the latest trends talked about using similar design elements inside and outside.
To make everything flow together.
Exactly. So like using the same colors or textures inside and outside creates a sense of continuity.
It's like extending the personality of your house beyond the walls. And you can even add those personal touches outside too. Like imagine an outdoor dining area with string lights and potted herbs. Or a patio decorated with colorful pillows and rugs that really show off your style.
Okay, I like that.
Warm summer nights on a beautifully decorated patio sounds like the perfect mix of style and function.
Definitely. And speaking of function, both articles also mention multifunctional furniture, especially for smaller spaces.
That's so smart. The latest in interior and exterior trends talked about sofa beds, coffee tables with hidden storage desks that fold away when you don't need them. It's like having a secret weapon for making the most of your space.
Exactly. And these pieces are getting more and more stylish. You can find convertible furniture that fits any design. From modern to farmhouse, unveiling the latest trends even suggests that some of these pieces are becoming statement pieces.
Wow. So it's not just about being practical, it's about making a statement with these clever pieces of furniture.
Totally. And it's perfect for people who love to entertain or who have limited space. You can have a dining table that expands for extra guests, or a console table that turns into a desk.
The transforming console table.
Yeah.
You're speaking my language. I've always wanted a home office, but never had the space. That sounds like the perfect solution.
Right. And speaking of transformations, I think it's time we talk about lighting. Both articles emphasize how important lighting is to the mood and atmosphere of a space.
Oh yeah, lighting is so important, but it's often overlooked. The latest in interior and exterior trends talked about how strategically placed lighting can highlight architectural features and create drama and even evoke certain emotions.
It's amazing what lighting can do. Unveiling the latest trends talks about layering different types of light, like ambient task and accent lighting. So you might have dimmable overhead lights for a relaxing mood, then a bright task lamp for reading, and accent lights to highlight artwork.
I never thought about lighting like that. Right. But it makes so much sense. And it's not just about the inside. Right. The latest in interior and exterior trends also mention outdoor lighting.
Yeah, for sure. Like pathways with soft lanterns or spotlights to show off your landscaping.
It's like creating a magical outdoor space. And with all the LED and solar-powered options, it's easier than ever to have sustainable lighting.
So true technology is changing how we light our homes both inside and out. But there's also this growing appreciation for natural light.
Yeah, I've always loved how older homes are designed to let in so much natural light. Skylights, big windows, mirrors can all bring in the sunshine.
And modern designs are embracing natural light too, unveiling the latest trends. Talked about how architects are using more windows, skylights, and even light wells. It's not just about looks, it's about healthier, more energy-efficient spaces.
It's like all these trends are connected. Sustainable living, bringing the outdoors and natural light. It's all about creating spaces that are good for us and for the planet.
And creating spaces that feel authentic and personal. The latest in interior and exterior trends reminds us that a dream home should reflect who we are, our values, and our experiences.
I love that. And I think that's the perfect way to wrap up part 2 of our deep dive. But we're not done yet. In part 3, we're going to look at how design trends have evolved and explore some global influences that are shaping the future of design.
Stay tuned, design enthusiasts. We'll be back with more Dream Homes inspiration.
Welcome back to Dream Homes. We've been talking about all these amazing design trends, sustainable materials, smart homes, personalization, the magic of lighting. But design is always changing, right? It's like drawing inspiration from the past, present, and future.
Yeah, and unveiling the latest trends in interior and exterior design takes us on a little journey through design history, showing how styles have evolved over the decades. It's so interesting to see how trends reflect what was happening in society at the time.
Right, like avocado green appliances and shag carpets from the 70s. That's a long way from the sleek, minimalist style that's popular now. But even though styles change, there's always something we can learn from the past.
Definitely. Unveiling the latest trends points out that a lot of today's trends are actually new versions of classic styles, like mid-century modern with its clean lines and organic shapes. It's making a comeback, but it's being updated with new materials and colors.
So it's like taking those old designs and giving them a modern twist. Speaking of twists, unveiling the latest trends also talks about global influences on design.
Oh yeah, the world is so interconnected now, and that's definitely showing up in design. We're seeing a mix of styles from different cultures. It's creating some really unique and interesting spaces.
It's like bringing the world into your home.
Yeah.
Imagine combining elements of Japanese minimalism with Scandinavian hygge or Moroccan vibrancy.
And it's not just about copying the look, it's about understanding the ideas behind these different design philosophies. Like unveiling the latest trends, talks about how Japanese minimalism is all about simplicity and function, while Scandinavian hygge is about creating a cozy and welcoming feeling.
So it's about finding inspiration from around the world and using what speaks to you. It's about creating a space that feels true to yourself while also embracing the beauty of different cultures.
Exactly. Design is becoming a way to connect with people from all over.
I love that. But in the middle of all these trends and influences, both articles emphasize one really important thing. Creating a dream home is about creating a space that's good for your well-being.
That's so important. The latest in interior and exterior trends even talks about the psychology of design, like how our environment can actually affect our mood, our productivity, and how we feel overall.
It makes sense.
It's about being mindful of how we design our spaces and choosing things that promote a sense of calm, joy, and inspiration.
So our homes are becoming our safe havens, places where we can recharge and just be ourselves, especially in today's busy world.
For sure. And unveiling the latest trends suggests bringing in things like natural light plants and calming colors to create a more peaceful atmosphere.
It's all about creating a space that feels good for the soul. And at the end of the day, that's what Dream Homes is all about, right? It's about getting inspired, exploring all the possibilities, and creating spaces that reflect who we are and how we want to live.
Yeah, it's about turning our houses into homes, places that tell our stories, make us feel good, and bring us joy.
Well, that wraps up our deep dive into the world of dream homes. I hope you got some fresh ideas and new perspective on design.
I hope so. And remember, the most important thing is to make a space that feels like you.
So get creative and start building the dream home of your heart. Thanks for joining us on the Dream Homes YouTube channel. We'll see you next time for another inspiring deep dive into the world of design.